Sheriff, do you have anything at this time?
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
I would like to, number one, I want to recognize the members of the BOCC that are veterans. Thank you. Veterans Day is this week, and I want to recognize that. We have a number of deputies and staff that are also veterans. We actually have a few that are on current deployment. Several are in active battle zones, and so I would ask that we remember them as well, to include my stepdaughter who is deployed currently in Afghanistan. And so just, the fact that we can recognize them. So I would appreciate that. Next, I'm going to bring up members of my community outreach group. We have two projects that we're working on and finishing up our Safe Communities Month. And they want to talk about these projects, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more about some of the other things that we're up to during our budget presentation in a bit, and I'm going to pass out some other information to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, while the sheriff is passing out that information, I just want to take a minute to let you know a little bit about our community video program, which is a new program that the Sheriff's Office is starting here in the community, and we think that it's going to be a positive impact. My name is Mitch Mahalko, a sergeant with the Community Relations Unit. I stood before you guys before, so we appreciate the fact that we're able to be here again today. This new program is meant to help engage the community in law enforcement aspects as well. We do know and we understand that community-oriented policing efforts really are a proactive partnership between the community as well as law enforcement. Deputies can't do it by themselves. And we're also well aware that through investigation of crimes, oftentimes those crimes lead to us knocking on doors, talking to neighbors, and looking for video of a potential incident to assist us in the investigation of the crime. The community video program, as you can see in the flyer in front of you, is meant to allow members of the community to register privately owned cameras, if they wish, with the Sheriff's Office. These are not things that the Sheriff's Office has access to, but we would at least know who in the area may have a camera that is pointed towards a public place, such as a road, an alleyway, or like. That way, if your neighbor down the street was a victim of a burglary, we would be able to pull up that street and say, oh, Mr. Glenn has a camera potentially pointed to the north side of that street, so we can go knock on your door or give you a call. What we have found is that in a limited rollout, it's been pretty successful so far, and we are getting registrations as we speak. There are actually three ways to register. And it's pretty easy. As you take a look at the screen in front of you, this is our community video program page on our website. And on the right-hand side, you can see the online web form. Someone can click on that, and it takes about a minute to enter the information. And then it's automatically sent to us with a response saying, thank you for registering with us. Also, in print form, you can see on that trifold on the right-hand side, as you open it up, is a registration form. It can be sent into the Sheriff's Office, and we'll manually enter that as well. Or a citizen can also call and give us the information if they wish. The beautiful part about this is that it really does take a community to make a safe neighborhood, and we are we're asking for that help, and we're relying upon everyone in the community to make a safe home, neighborhood, and community for all. Do you guys have any questions?
Any questions? Yeah, great.
At this time, I'd like to also introduce Lieutenant Lori Harrell, and she's going to be discussing one of our other programs going on this weekend.
Can I put this on there? I don't know if that'll work or not. Good morning. Thanks for having us here today. I just wanted to talk to you guys and let you know about a fundraiser that we are participating in as a community with CSPD and also with Perkins Motors, Overdrive Raceway, and Safe to Tell. As you are all well aware, we have what I will call an epidemic of teen suicide rate in our county.
Can we get the overhead?
Can you do the overhead for me?
It's okay. So I look at this both from two lenses, from the law enforcement side of teen suicide and also from a parent side. having a child in high school who's been directly affected by friends who have committed suicide. So rather than sit back and feel helpless on both sides of that, and knowing that people fear calling law enforcement and what's going to happen, ultimately it's us who responds to these calls. So in order to do something that I thought would help and get a positive relationship with law enforcement and teens in our county, the sheriff has graciously agreed, as well as Chief Pete Carey, to be headliners in this Race for Hope that we're having on Saturday. As far as community partnerships, I can't say enough about Overdrive Raceway. Jim Mundell, the owner, and his son James that manages the place, they're donating 100% of their race monies from 8 to noon on both tracks towards Mayfield Counseling, which is a nonprofit who will be putting these funds towards crisis scholarships for kids that can't afford counseling that are in crisis right now, because that's when these kids need the help. They don't have time to wait to go through the insurance process and have that approved. It's too late by then. So kudos to Overdrive, kudos to Mayfield Counseling, and also Perkins Motors, who are matching up to $10,000 in donations for a Fill the Car. They're bringing some of their cars up, and there's going to be a donation box in one of those. So they're going to match everything up to $10,000. So I'm really overwhelmed and excited about this partnership and these businesses that have stepped up. And just so you guys know, this is hot off the presses. We're having a couple of door prizes that I can confirm. The main one is Broncos Patriots tickets for Sunday's game.
Do they really want to go to that?
I don't. But I know there's lots of Patriots fans in this town. But anyway, those are 50-yard line seats, 9 rows back, so that's a cool door prize. And I know we've got some Air Force football tickets for the Utah State game coming up, and there will be some other ones. But that's it. It's an awesome thing to be able to talk about this community building with all of those organizations that are involved, and also law enforcement. So thank you.
Great, thank you very much. Any questions on that? Commissioner Little?
Just, are you going to leave a few flyers? That's my question.
I'll leave this one, and I can email it to somebody in
That'd
digital
be great.
format.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Perfect, thank you.
You know, this is just, and I'll do this pretty quick. This is just another one of those cases, not only in Lieutenant Harrell's, but in Sergeant Mahalko's point. Get out of their way. They find ways to be successful and raise funds. On Monday, we presented Memorial Hospital's cancer unit with a check for $10,400 that we raised through the sale of the Pink Patch Project. This year, through a number of different efforts, we raised over $36,000 for Special Olympics and helped promote that through a number of events. We've done so much community outreach in the last couple of years. It's incredible. We've raised thousands and thousands of dollars for the Pikes Peak Fallen Officers Memorial. And I am just beyond proud to once again bring up some of my finest who just come up with these brilliant ideas to partner with our community and companies in this community to make this a better place to live. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Commissioner Gonzalez?
Thank you. I did want to pass along, because I do get out to a lot of these events and mention his team, the whole community outreach team. I see them everywhere, and it's just they're a great credit to the Sheriff's Department. Thanks.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Commissioner Vanderwerf?
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, in addition to the sheriff's team, civilians and the officers and the deputies and everybody, their commitment to producing a safe community for us. Now we have all of this philanthropic work that they do, so that's just fantastic. My thanks to the team, and send that word around to everybody else, everybody that's part of that. Please make sure that I'm sure I can speak for my other commissioners here. We appreciate everything that you're doing. This is just great. Thank you.
Well, and you know, part of that too is we have over 540 volunteers. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of hours committed to these projects by volunteers to El Paso County. And everything from cleaning up homeless encampments to these projects, The numbers of people that are volunteering to step up and become reserve deputies is unbelievable. And so that is a testament to the people of this community, to the personnel on my staff that work really, really hard at what they do.
And then please thank them on our behalf as well. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.